Testing, testing, testing. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope my mic is not off. Hey, let me just double check. Yeah, I can hear myself. My bad, my bad. There we go. So we on NQ, my good people. I hope everyone is well. Sadly, I won't be able to check your messages as I want to, but let me just see if I'm all set up because I know trading. I won't say trading view. I know anything on the internet once you start sharing real source and also just starting, man. I'm already screaming for shorts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I don't. Maybe we might go as low as these lows here. I don't know if they're gonna do it today. That's the only thing. So we could expect just a retracement to the sell side first, but we'll dive into the charts as soon as 2 a.m. hits. That's actually when the last stream starts. Actually, that's when it starts. And we'll remove everything as well. This is just my analysis from yesterday, so it's not that deep. Oh, yes, we are live streaming. All right, we got 4 people watching. We got 4 people watching. Shout out to the 4 people that joined me. Love you guys so much. And let's just get started, I guess. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to jump in, and then we'll kind of take it from there. So first things first. Um, this is not financial advice in any shape, way, or form. All I'm doing is I'm just tape reading. I'm reading the financial markets. There's no monetary gain in any shape, way, or form that will occur from anything I say or do. So, anyways. And I'm in the gym today, so if you do hear a bit of noise in the background, that's the gym. So, so we'll just begin marking the hours, nothing more, nothing less. Here we go. So this is my second ever live stream. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm pretty excited. So we'll be studying these for potential targets. Maybe later on in the week. Doesn't need to be now. So in order for us to get a gist of what's going to happen within the next hour, we need to understand what happened within the previous 3 hours. So I don't need higher time frame. I don't need the previous range. I don't need none of that. I don't need to know what's happening. You do need to know what's happening on higher time frame if you I won't say afraid, but if you're looking for more confirmation, if you want to say, then you can. But for example, what I look at is within the previous 3 hours, we've been just been spooling higher and higher and higher, which is very suspicious for me because the hour opens, trades higher, hour opens, begins spooling hour. We are opening within an hour. Two things can happen. You can expect the hour to open and spool high and not go below this low, or this heading into the PM session, heading into the last hour of trading, provides the necessary retracement you would be looking for. So what we do is first we just mark the high and we mark the low, nothing more, nothing less. So this is the high from the previous hour. And this will be a low for the previous. You can use these lows, but this very nice, beautiful swing low. And you can use that baby there, just the sell side there. This is very important to me. Let's change color, just change font. Buy side, I'm not really expecting. We can clear buy side, just total soup, in my opinion. I think we might trade back into the range. If not, just look to your far left, you'll see what we're chasing. It was probably relatively equal highs or something with this high right there, which is Trump news, if I'm not mistaken. So we can see it at least bump this buy side here first before we see any roll lower. It's not Trump news, it's actually the last fucking last hour of trading. This is nasty work. You can also use this inefficiencies noise. And just transpose it to the left and see how we're working in that for potential longs. If we're going to do that, if not, then we're going to use this to roll lower. But so that's kind of all I'm watching. So we're currently pausing here. I want to see, do we gravitate, use this as support to bump these highs, which is a fair assessment. I won't lie to you, it's actually a fair assessment if you're going to look at it from that perspective. the first order of business is to obviously get in sync with the financial market. So this is literally just us getting in sync. We haven't placed any trade yet. We haven't uh, observed the model or a conceptual idea in any shape, way, or form. We just literally study. Oh my goodness, let's go, Mr. Martin. Let's go. It's that time of the day, my good sir. It's that time of the day. We're just warming up. I'm with you guys for most probably an hour or two. So let's just chill. We ain't doing too much. It's not about making money, losing money. It's about getting things done and showing up. So yeah, that's basically it. So now we'll dive into current price action and what's happening within this hour. So first things first, you need to understand one thing. We're in a mode of fair value, meaning even if you don't use this, it's okay. But we're literally from a consolidation. It's my mouse is making noise all now. It's the most irritating sound I've heard. Okay, there we go, much better. Oops, this is this. Oh, even better. Oh, geez Louise. So, first things first, we just expanded and we're currently in a consolidation. So, what happens after consolidation? It's either an expansion or a reversal. Oh my god, I almost said something else. But anyways, it's expansion, consolidation. So one thing we can do is we can either retrace or completely reverse, or we continue spooling higher in one direction. So that's literally what's happening right now. Don't be anxious. Mostly you see buy side liquidity at relative equal highs. That's signs that we could potentially see higher prices. You do see an expansion leg. When traders see this, what do they do? What do they want to do? They want to chase price. So they'll be stacking their longs here, stacking their longs, and their stop will be just right there. And they could bump that cleared before running price higher for that high. So since I have two scenarios in my head, in my honest opinion, I'm leaning more, just based off this expansion, I'm leaning more into buy side liquidity getting tagged right there, more than a retracement back to o'clock. I think they might do that post pre-market, like once the last hour of trading is closed, and then they'll do that in Asia. So that's kind of the thesis here. So I am looking for higher prices, at least gravitating to here. So that's my current thesis for now. And those who watched my first few streams will know what bolded line means. So when you get into closer, where we're kind of zooming in, and we're well aware we're in a consolidation, so there's not much we can do here. There's literally nothing we can do. You can choose to scalp, like for example, you take a short little burst using inefficiencies from here. Very practical example. From here to this inefficiency right there, which is the inefficiency high, and you have your stop obviously just below o'clock. That's a simple model, but we're not looking for that, man. That is it, not peanuts though. I won't lie to you, it's like 36 handles. But like that's not the goal here. The goal here is to first see if we can get in sync. Are we going to bump the buy side or are we going to bump the sell side first? So the only way for us to do that is to be patient and mark areas of fair value. So this is the first area which I'll mark. And notice how I'm not using the first inefficiency post, blah, 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 because you already know what the first inefficiency post, come on, it's just free money, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. But, well, so that was like light work, easy. Excuse me. But here, we're within a small, but you can use also those, since, yeah, you can use it within this regards. So we have fair value here. And we have the nearest form of fair value below clock, and then we have this liquidity. So obviously we're looking for buy side, but that's basically just the conversation. Buy side. Top right there. So the first thing we'll study is this inefficiency. For potential longs into what? This inefficiency right there. That's all. So once it does that, that's not technically confirmation to continue seeing higher prices, but that's to see whether you're in sync or not. So obviously the opposing direction will be to go short now, targeting my stop loss. That's how it works. But we're looking at this mode of fair value. Since the old clocks just open and begin spooling, we're expecting a similar occurrence between two, just bumping these buy side. But the first area is within inefficiency. So we're trading from fair value to fair value within a given hour. And only how we react within this fair value will predetermine what we do within the later on session or whether we execute. We can leave the first 15 minutes to print the first 30, preferably, where you just let price do its thing. You're not really executing in any shape, way, or form. My good sir, we outside. We outside. So, literally, we outside, my good sir. We are outside. And I don't know how to mute myself. So, if anything goes down in the background, like it's gonna be a long day for both of us, eh? There we go. So that's all we're studying in terms of a range, nothing more, nothing less. Just from that inefficiency there, all the way to that inefficiency high. Personally, I'm not looking at the lower end of that inefficiency, I'm looking at this baby here. Because that's liquidity right there. So that's kind of what my brain is looking at. And how we react within this inefficiency will predetermine, even how we react now will predetermine what happens later on in the session. So you can expect 1409 to spool into this, heading into what? The macro. So now we've entered fair value within the end of a macro. So what does this entail? It's either one of two things. We've already reached point of fair value and we're going to continue to roll lower, just targeting internal range liquidity instead of external, which is that as well. But let me make it more worthwhile, just so that you know. Internal range sell side liquidity, and this here is external range, because this is from within the hour internal, this is outside the hour, which makes that external range liquidity within just context. Yeah, there's sell side liquidity. That's much better. Anyways, so that's beautiful. We've traded into a point of fair value at a 3-minute interval, not as explosive as I would have loved it to be, just raising above that high. So what do we do now? This is very important. No trade, don't execute. There's no need for that. We tape reading. You mark the high, right? This is the first high that enters fair value. You mark it and you look to see, does price leave it or does price continue to gravitate higher? And I won't say use it as support. That's not what we're looking for, but just mark it. Literally mark it. Because this is the first. We've already entered fair value from here to that fair value there. So now what do you want to see if we are disrespecting this? Speed and distance. You want to see speed and distance. That's exactly what you want to see. If you don't see that, what does that mean? Then this is the beginning. The beginning. If you know, you know. But you have to watch it first. You have to watch. Be patient. So now you wait. So for example, what's the first mode of swing low? It's this baby here. Let's say you're too anxious to go short or long, doesn't matter. And I'm not saying this is the high. Don't think that, because I told you we're looking for buy side to get tagged. But if we retrace to internal, then it's okay. That's not a problem. But now what do you want to see? If we're to roll low and you didn't catch this short, or it makes you anxious, it's a 3-minute interval, by the way. If any shape, wait for it to tag this low first. Then that's your shift in market structure. So this is, if you're looking for short, this is the only thing that's supposed to be a focal point. This right here. Because then that's your first shift in market structure. If we retrace and give you an inefficiency, then you use that. But as far as I'm concerned, not yet. So you continue to see higher prices. You expect it. You're not anxious. You're not fearful. You're not even in a trade. So what's there to be anxious about? And let's say, for example, your longs don't play out, and this becomes the high. You literally just witnessed the high forming and the explanation of why it's forming within a very specific level within inside a consolidation. Like, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? But anyways, so we're trading back into the same fair value in which we used to spool higher. You can. That's good. I love that. I love that you pointed out the 12 a.m. first inefficiency. Active from Venezuela. Shout out, bro. Hey, man, the economy in Venezuela is ridiculous, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out, at least you here, my good say, at least you here. But we outside, man, we outside. So the reason why this is the first inefficiency post EAM, what did it do? It performed the function of spooling higher. So the reason you can look for it for target, yes, of course, but you have to see within context to the market condition we're in. Where are we? What did we finish doing? You know, you can't say, it's actually PM. You can't say I'm looking for it to like you're looking for the first inefficiency as a target, not knowing what schedule we're in, meaning are we delivering, come on, are we delivering within, like are we delivering from fair value to fair value? Are we in a consolidation? Did we come from a consolidation or an expansion? What are we doing? Those are the small things you need to ask yourself. So, and those are very important. And by the way, I love this, man. By the way, also when you go look to the far left, you'll just notice we cleared out these babies here. See that high? That's Trump's high. That's what I was looking for. So just keep cognizant of that. We've blasted through it. So in my opinion, like I do see just these babies here, man. Like why would they leave these? It's free money. Honestly, it's free money. But you're using context to like what the financial market is doing. You're using contextual idea. We're inside a consolidation. Look, we're inside a consolidation, post an expansion. What comes after an expansion? It's either a complete reversal or we continue spooling another expansion. We're outside. So be cognizant of that. Be cognizant. Don't look for double tops, double bottoms. If we're looking at this range completely, where's the double top, where's the double bottom? This here, double top, that's your target for liquidity. Where's the double bottom? It's these babies here. See 1, 2. See that? This one and that one. Within this hour, we've cleared it there. The next hour opens, spools higher. This is the first inefficiency actually. Don't judge me. Second inefficiency right there, that's what we're using. That's ridiculous. So in a very cookie cutter approach, that's a beautiful model to have. You know, just sell side, 2 lows tagged, first inefficiency, post tagging these lows, trades into it once, twice, 3 times. And I don't want to put like a long signal here. Like I want my trading to be very subtle. Like I don't want to give signals in any shape or form, but I am. You know, like look at when you see these. Anyways, let me not talk about that because I'm going to open up a can of worms. But anyways, but also what you're doing is you're also noting for yourself. What you're doing is you're noting the risk. If let's say you took this and your stop was just below that low, that's a 36 handle stop loss. You're watching from here to where I'm expecting to just bump, which is that high there. That's my model. When this hits there, I'm done. Like I'm wasting my time live streaming here, but obviously I'm going to still live stream just because the code. But literally, I want to just see if it's going to blast through those highs and use this hour to do so. So 2 things are happening now. We've traded into fair value. We've traded back into fair value one more time, and we've engineered the first inefficiency. So you missed this. What do? You mark that. You study. Is this going to trade into it? Use it as quote unquote support for spooling higher to what? That. Where would your stop be? Right below that low. And it's the same conceptual model here, but just now in a fractal version. But that's cool. That is actually cool. But I won't do that. And you need to mark these on your chart because it's a 1:1 risk to reward ratio. So once we hit there, target will be bagged and tagged. And that's the conceptual idea for the day. That's literally the model. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So we've traded back into fair value, bumped the previous swing high that formed at 209, 3-minute interval. But you want to see it dig into fair value. Preferably, you want to see speed and distance. Meaning, personally, I'm expecting 14, 20, 21 at least to like make a real attempt for these highs before. Let me put a cursor just so you know. So I'm expecting at least for us to just be above that side. That's signs of higher prices. That's signs of bullishness. You know, that's signs that we're still going to see a nice squeeze of the lemon, if you want to call it that. But anyways, here, as you can see, target bagged and tagged. Just from that fair value to that. That's a model. That's literally a model. It sounds simplistic. It sounds like it's too good to be true. Literally, that's all. You're literally going to spend years just learning how to do that. And you're done. There's no need for where we're going to do in the long term, where we're going to do this. That don't matter here. Like, you need to show up on time. Know what time it's going to perform a certain function. And when it does, you execute on that function relative to your experience. So that's basically it, man. So what I'll do is, where the text at, bro? Just want to have this there, and then you can delete this baby. And target is the internal range, but that's my model, so I'm gonna screenshot this for myself, and then we're gonna watch it go all the way to wherever it has to go. We want to put in the middle. Let's go. So that's beautiful when you look at it contextual for this. What the hell? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Work with me. Jeez Louise, man. From here to there, that's 35. Sorry, from here to there, it's 36 handles. And you're done. But we're looking for, you know, bro, for 200. So, but obviously the least is just these highs, which is 80 handles. So now this is where the rubber meets the road, right? So I'm done with my screenshot, by the way. I'm just gonna screen grab that, and we're gonna watch it run together. No worries, I'm still with you guys. So what we're gonna do now, this is where you study even more. We're trading into the first inefficiency post the expansion leg. We're literally trading into that. And what do you want to see at 221? You want to see speed and distance. You really want to see speed and distance in one direction, preferably higher. But what have we done? We've traded into fair value. So when we disrespect this, nothing has changed. We can go as low as all these lows and all, but this is where rubber meets the road, because once we take out these lows, internal range is just free money. I don't think they'll do that. If they do, then I'm wrong. Apologies. And they could do that. I don't see why they wouldn't, man. And then they use literally the last hour to run this thing to the moon. But we'll see. We're still in a consolidation. We're literally still in a consolidation. But this is a model within consolidation from fair value to fair value. But what are we doing here now, me and you? We're anticipating when we're going to see an expansion in one of either direction. And we're right on time. 2 to 3. So first of all, there's two things that could happen. Power of 3, we just opens, trades the first point of fair value, and then we roll lower, which is, well, if we see that, then I was genuinely wrong. But that's not what I'm looking for. We're looking for a continuation post the consolidation, spooling higher, just on the basis that we have these double tops here. That's literally the only basis. If we see it, this is a beautiful place for shorts. If that's what you're looking for, then you stop, just be above that inefficiency high. I wouldn't advise that, in my opinion. So, but that's how you fade, because this is where my money is, So if you want to take my money, then that's where you take it, and then you put your stop right there, and we'll see who takes who. That's kind of how trading works. It's a thing, and there's no get it wrong or get it right. It's all about profitability. It's literally profitability. Anyway, so I started to ask you. Myself and do research on ICT, talked about the 930 frame. I would love to come there. You pick 3. Yeah, man. I'm the GOAT, bro. I'm joking. In reality, the first inefficiency post 3 a.m. That's my favorite one. That's the one I'm using. The first inefficiency post 9 a.m. I love that one as well. If you're trying to predict where 930 will expand to, then the one at 12, which is the one I really wanted to stream with you guys, but then I just don't have the time for it. So if I don't have the time, I can't force myself. I really can't force myself. Hence, I'm doing the last hour of trading or between lunch hour macro. I would love that, because this is where the bad price action is usually. Lunchtime, etc. This is when rubber meets the road. So okay, first of all, we have entered a time in which we expected price to be somewhere, not this low. So now what you want to watch is post this. It should be spooling in one direction. If it's not, Alfred is wrong. If it's not spooling, rapid repricing in one direction, preferably higher, of course, then we're going to still be in a much longer consolidation, and that's just it. We remove everything because our model has completed in and of itself, just there. And there's nothing more you can do. Actually, there's nothing more you can do. But just study that, man. Study the first inefficiency post 3 and just literally study that every day. Literally. It's going to be nice. It's very nice because you're giving yourself a focal point to study. Plus, it's a constant variable. It never changes for me and you. Literally. It's always the first inefficiency post 3 a.m. Never changes. Can't change. Won't change. It's only our interpretation of it that changes. So if our interpretation changes, then who's the problem? Is it the model or the person? It's the person. And don't rush an expansion because we're in a consolidation. Don't rush one. What we're doing is we're trying to anticipate one at a specific time, which is 2 to 3. That's literally what we're doing. We finished consolidating the previous hour. We expanded within the hour before that. And now we're entering an hour in which we should see something happen. And if we're wrong, this is literally the best short in the world. But tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. If this market was to go short, don't you think it would have done it by now? Like relative to everything you know about inefficiencies and liquidity. That's how you know. These small signs, these are things that money can't teach you. But these are experience factors because you're literally, every day you're watching the market print live. You're just sitting there and you're not having any monetary risk involved. What are we risking here? The only thing we're risking is our freaking egos, and I have the biggest one. So that's literally it, man. But that's what we're kind of trying to do here, and then we'll kind of take it from there. That is literally the gist. Are you looking for SMT? I don't even know what that is, my good sir, so I'm not looking for it. But yeah. Just do this. So now I want to watch this inefficiency. If it plays inversion, then away. Then you can mark this high as the potential high for the hour. That's literally what I'll do. And we should see a potential retracement. But we need to see how it acts within fair value first. You can't make an assumption. So notice how our focal points don't change. It's just our interpretation of them. So nothing is changed. There's no if, what's, but about it. Like, you just mark that. Because as long as we're still in this range, from here to there, from that high to this, we're still in consolidation. So until we take out this, then we should see like, but this double top is freaking free money, I tell you. So what I want to do now, we can remove this just because I want you to study something. So if shorts are valid on God, you see this? This is the first inefficiency post trading into that. Watch that. It's like we're literally watching it tick by tick. And you don't want the market respecting this. You don't want it to trade into it and then roll low. You don't want to see that because this is the only inefficiency right here. You see this? You don't want to see it roll lower. If it does, most probably Alfred is wrong. But you want to see trades into it, makes an attempt for the high, and then continue. That's literally what you want to see. The fact that it trades into it and doesn't, it's going to be a long day for me and you, bro. Right there. I love this model as well. Like, this is when you're usually too afraid to go short here. Like that one. That'll be beautiful. But anyway, so we're watching where we entered long, where we did see sensitivity and spooling higher. You want to see, does this play inversion? Or does it continue to support price? Building a premium, building liquidity, building buy-side liquidity right there. Building buy-side right there. That's literally what I believe it's doing. I genuinely think we're going to smack those highs, but I don't, if they take out an internal range, then it's cool. So what also you want to notice is, post this time, what have we been doing? Tell me. We've been spooling. We have been spooling. That's freaking from this time till there, even though it's opposing direction, which I would love to see spooling higher. But we literally, it's ridiculous. We've been spooling in one direction for the past 6 minutes. On a good Friday, this will be the low for this, and the next minute should open and not take out this low. If it does, then I'm wrong. If it does, then I'm wrong. There we go. Just like that, baby. Yeah. But anyways, jokes. South Africa in the building. Okay, SA, we representing, bro. We outside, my dog. We outside, bro. We freaking outside, my dog. They don't see us, man. They don't see us. They don't see us, man. So, anyways, we've cleared buy side, light work, clear. So this in and of itself was another beautiful long opportunity. I love, if you know the 3 minute, bro. So these things are gonna slowly leak out of me. As much as I want to keep them private, like you can literally hear me say, if the next candlestick takes out the storm, wrong. So I love those sayings, but that in and of itself is a model. That from there, the same entry to buy side, which is this baby here, cleared. So literally, that's free money again from here to there. And I told you, when you see this inefficient, you want to see disrespected. You don't want to see it roll low. You don't want to see that. You want to see speed and distance. So anyways, you got your speed and distance. Now, if it forms fair value here, what does that mean? It's your next mode of focus. Focus on that. And you keep tracking these fair values. You track them one step at a time. So now what do we want to see? We want to see blast to this high now. And you keep doing that until you're wrong. Literally until you're wrong. So don't be afraid to get it wrong. Don't be afraid to read it. Don't be afraid to tell the market what it should do and what it shouldn't do. And if it disrespects you, if you're wrong, you're wrong. It's not about being wrong or being right. It's about being profitable. It's literally about profitability. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's literally all about profitability. Your ability to read this like no one else. Your ability to sit with it and not be anxious. When you have risk involved and you have money in this game, you're lit. So again, this is the first inefficiency post this. Now this will be a perfect long in my opinion. Like this one is, out of all the longs here, this is the cleanest. Why? Because we just expanded. We cleared internal. This is sell side right there. Sell side right there. We didn't go for this one, which is surprising, but we traded into fair value and bam, blasted buy side switch in market structure right there. And then what do we have? Our first fair value. Stop just below that. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You're freaking wrong. Don't be afraid to press against your ability to read this. Because if you don't, no one else is going to do it for you. And if you're wrong, this is the high. That's always what you keep telling yourself. And when you keep training yourself this way, you're not anxious. So for example, here, this is a very, personally, there's a beautiful study for entries, but we're looking to see if it's going to tag these relative equal highs. That's all we're doing. If it gets back into the range and begins consolidating, that's okay. Because what we're doing is we're trying to anticipate us expanding outside the consolidation. That doesn't mean it will. Because what if it will do it within the last hour of trading? Then what? What you going to tell me? Come on, what you going to tell me? So you need to be cognizant of all those things and not get lost in the making money or losing money or getting it right or getting it wrong. You're here to do what you have to do and you leave, my good sir. But anyway, shout out from South Africa, man. You're all gangsters in here, bro. I salute y'all, man. I hope y'all can hear me, man. Testing and 13 people, man. Last week it was 11 on my first stream. Today's 13. Shout out to you. I love y'all, man. I'll die for y'all. Jesus, man. And I hope y'all are enjoying, man. I hope it's informative. I hope you're learning and not pressing any buttons because it's all about learning. It's all about being aware of yourself. And I hope you guys can hear me. I really hope you guys can hear me because if you guys can't, then jeez. And also, so what you also want to watch is this range in and of itself. I'll just study just that from there to high. No, don't put the extensions. So you can, what I'm doing here is I'm watching from the range high. We've traded just below 50%. We might trade into 75%. If we go any lower than this, then we're outside the range. So we should expect to expand like a snap in one of either direction. And if it's lower and it takes out that low and goes for these after engineering all that, then that's okay. That's genuinely okay because we're in a consolidation. It's literally just trading from fair value to this fair value. You see, so be cognizant of that. Be aware. And don't be afraid if you're wrong. Like if you're wrong, you're wrong. Don't be afraid. So just keep your eye on this baby here. So just keep your cognizant of this. But on any other given Friday, this would have been a breakaway bear. Jesus. And also, I want you to notice something. When you've traded into fair value and you don't see, this is almost like a doji. If you don't see any attempt for a swing low, what you're going to see is literally just a dump. And that will engineer fair value for you to get back on sync if you're wrong. If you're wrong and we're actually going to take out sell side, then it's okay. Like, don't be afraid. Like, don't be. But when you have money involved and you really want it to go to this high, then you're just wrong. But what I'm doing here is I'm also letting my thoughts flow, because this is how I speak to myself as I'm executing. Like, I'll literally tell myself these things and I'll be cognizant. And with time, only with time, is when you'll trust the things you say. You'll say, it won't trade here. It won't do that. This is where my stop would be. This is what I would do. Literally. If, let me be facetious and move the stop just below that low. If you trade into it, then I will close the stream, because, yeah, that's the best option. Like, I'll literally just close the stream. But you need to be aware of these things. And don't be afraid to get it wrong. Don't be afraid to press against it. And definitely don't be afraid to mark levels in which you think price will go to, can go to, and the reasons for that. Because when you rewatch the recording, you can filter out your own words. And then you can go into your journal and say, this was the right thing to think at that time. And then you mark it. This was right at that time. And then you mark it. And you keep finding a way to gravitate your thoughts in which when you say something, you believe it, and it shows in the charts. That's it. That's literally what we're trying to do here. The Navy has entered the building. Gangsters, bro. I fuck with y'all, man. Just show you live. How are you, my good sir? I'm blessed. How is you, man? We're just out here calling the markets per usual. We are looking for buy-side liquidity to get tagged here. Ultimately, we are seeing literally over 200 handles. We might not get it today, honestly, because we just literally finished an expansion. But we are within a consolidation, so nothing much to work with here. You know, the market ain't giving us to work with. So we're making do with what we have. You know, we're popping 30 handles here, 20. Like, I swear to God here, I've seen like 4 20 handle executions just within this 30 minutes. I called out 2 though, but I literally see even the shorts going short. I don't mind those. I don't mind catching retracements, but I can't teach that because I believe you guys will get lost. I genuinely think that's a bit too experienced, because even me, I'll get lost. Like, if I'm saying this would have been a perfect turtle soup short just for back into fair value, that doesn't make sense for people. It's like, what the hell? You'd swear you're like telling them I'm going 200 handles short, which is not the truth. Like, I'm literally just scalping and I'm going up and down the financial market. But when you're good at it, just pick one. Like, any one of these executions is $400 in my opinion. Any one on 20 handles. That's what my brain is saying. You know, like, we're printing out $400 like it's cupcakes. But obviously, if you're using a mini, a micro, then it's $40, which is not peanuts though, but it's still money. You know what I'm saying? You're still making shit work. But, and I told you, out of all the longs, this one was the best one. I would have taken this one on God knows. But should have, would have, could have, eh? Jokes. Negotiations with Iran, I don't care about that. My honest opinion, don't matter. It's outside, not my circle, but what does matter is the price of oil. So yeah, what Trump says doesn't affect me that much, but what he does monetarily, like in the monetary system, then we have something where he passes legislations and bills, not when he's talking, you know, because they're using him as a smokescreen. Like, what the hell? It doesn't matter if it's Trump, it's Biden, it's just a different face, same thing. But anyways, we've cleared buy side. So this, you mark, you study from here, if you entered anywhere within this inefficiency, to just this high, that's all. That's 23 handles where we just stop loss been. Just below that low, which is 30. This is a negative R model, but still you're making money. What the hell is people telling you it's a freaking negative R? They can, man, my bad. Let me calm down, bro. Let me calm down, yeah. So we should see it continue spool to buy side right above there. And once we clear that, then we'll see what the market is cooking. You know, we will see what the market is cooking. We'll kind of see what it's cooking. Spread love, not war. I have with you. I know. What's this guy? No. This guy was commenting on my Twitter or something. I remember you. I even went to check out your name. But you changed your name, man. I don't think it was that. But spread love, not war. Gangster, real talk. Fuck with you for that name. So let me not use F-bombs. So let me sh. So yeah. Salute King Trap. King, shout out to everyone here, man. Like these 12 lovely human beings who have the time to listen to a freaking goober from South Africa just blabber on about chance. So I salute you, man. You're gonna watch me. It's gonna turn from 13 to 13,000 real quick. I'm joking. Okay. But but you guys were there from the beginning, so I really salute you. It's my second live stream ever, and I'm proud of me. Anxiety has been through the roof. But I'm showing up. It doesn't matter. I'll show up every day, every week, and I won't stop. As much as I'd love to do it every day, I have to see how it aligns with my schedule. I genuinely have. So I can 100%. I can give you one a week, two a week on a good week. I can do that straight every day consistently, every week consistently. That is guaranteed. But I want to know like how I feel. So because if I'm to do it every day, my life needs to revolve around y'all. And for now, it doesn't. And I'm doing this for my student. I don't think he could afford paying me to live stream in front of him because I really just wanted to do this in front of him. Excuse me, in front of him. But then I don't think he can. So I decided to kind of do this for free and give him twice a week. And fingers crossed he enjoys it. Fingers crossed he even shows up, man. Because I'm here. I show up. And anyway, so here, beautiful model in and of itself. That is a model from fair value at a time. Y'all are gonna make so much money. It's crazy. It's crazy, and y'all are gonna gain so much experience because I'm looking at my live streams. Like if I'm to when I rewatch this, I'm gonna be like, Alfie, what the hell? This is fire, because I don't share this, so. I don't, and you don't see me emotional, you don't see me riled up and all that. So it's because when you've seen it 1,000 times, it doesn't really matter. So what does this become for you ICU traders? Potential inversion. If it doesn't invert, then most probably it's a bad day in the office. And in my opinion, it's a bit too hyperextended to go long here. And these are my worst models where we hyperextend and we have fair values or an inefficiency, whatever. And I'm looking to go long. The worst, because what it does is it will engineer buy side there, and I don't like those. I genuinely don't. But anyways, so you're watching to see if this is going to play inversion. That's it. It's going to perform. If it's going to perform a function of a swing low, what time are you expecting spooling? Macro. Put it to the macro. But macro a bit too far. Put 45, but macro is the last straw. I'm giving 45, man. Like it's giving me we're running. But yeah. So, but anyways, once we do clear buy side, I will call it a day. I would love to chill with you all, but and also your stop. Sorry, those who are watching me manage, I would move it here. Of course, when I said that, that's where it would move, and then from here it will move there, and then from here it will move there. And if I get efficiently removed, then it's okay. Like it's okay. We cut majority of the piece of the pie. Let's say if you did hold from here to the highest high, that's over 65 handles. If you're to close it even now, that's 50 plus. So you're making back, man. Don't. It's not about getting it right or getting it wrong. It's literally just about you milking it for what it's worth. Every swing high, every pop higher. And the reason I'll stop is because we're trusting this is an inversion. If it's not, what does that say? It's a manipulator market. Because why is it going any deeper? What fair values are here except this one? You see that? Do you see how they can leave relative equal highs here and trade back all the way down here, or even internal, and then run these? You see that? But just be cognizant of those. But that's why you have a freaking stop loss. That's why you move it. You don't move it because you're making money. You lose it because you want to preserve all that you have. And even if you don't move it and you take your incurred risk, that's cool as well. I prefer those where you just it's a bit naive depending on which angle you're looking at it, because that means I'm not using money management to scale. I'm just using my strike rate. That's when I'm using my strike rate, meaning it's either I'm right or I'm wrong. That's it. Then I wouldn't move my stop because I know it won't hit it. But then if I'm looking to manage, I'm looking to parlay an account, I got more contract sizing, etc., then we'll change the story, we'll change the narrative. And I won't be doing that. First of all, what do you mean I thought you said we should hold. I thought you said we sold. 50% of our positions. I'm like, why are we in a trade, my goods? We're supposed to be tape reading. You know, should be tape reading. We should be tape reading. So just to remove this, there we go. So don't be anxious. This is when, if you're feeling anxious that it might not do what you're expecting it to do, you're not trading. That's the gambler in you. That's the gambler. That's literally him shaking in his boots because he wants to enter a trade, he wants to over leverage. He's thinking about the times in which this happened, but he didn't do anything, and all those thoughts are rushing, coming at lightning speed. And if you have those, you're gonna fail. And not you're not gonna fail, but it's not gonna happen the way you expect it to. So, and you're gonna get stuck in consolidations more often than not. And consolidations are what will blow your account. Because what did I say? As long as we're still in this range, from that to there, and also this, honestly, there, we're still in a consolidation. We haven't expanded outside the range. So we're literally just scalping here. That's what we're doing. So now we're in the last form of fair value here. So if we fail, like we go anywhere low and obviously attack the swing low or that low there, then obviously I get efficient removed. And the only reason I'll take the efficient removal is because we already milled the whole, my model was just above that high, but we already milled the whole piece of the pie, 65 handles in total, you know. And if you're wrong, just take your L, bro. Don't be trying to be like Alfie, you know. You're leaving your stop here, you're leaving it there, you're leaving it there because it has to go up. And this is the funny thing about stop losses. Let's say you leave it here where you initially entered long. Will it coming all the way down to here, is that signs of a good market or a bad market? Come on, it's a bad market. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Right on time, baby. Right on time. Come on. Can't tell me that we don't know this. Come on, bro. We're right on time, man. 245 exactly as expected. We are spooling higher. We should clear buy side liquidity in the next 2, 3, 4 minutes. If not, then we're in for a tough time. Yeah, obviously I'm in the gym, my good sir. I just finished my whole workout, bro. I finished my whole workout and now I'm in the gym here. I'm listening to the cleaning here. So this is the only place in which I won't say it's quiet, but it just okay. I didn't. If I would lie to you, if I drove home, I wouldn't make it to the stream. So I just said, hey, let me use the boardroom. So they said, sure, why not? Yeah, perks of being a premium member, eh? Anyways, jokes aside. Astro in the house, man. Shout out to you, bro. Nice to see you, young man. Nice to see you. That's actually nice to see you. This is one of my homeboys that I grew up with, actually, you know, from the same hood. I'm just surprised to see me here, my good sir. Like, I really busted my ass off, man. So I never gave up. I never made excuses. I showed up every day, every week, and I didn't stop. And deep down, I miss you guys online. You know, I miss the conversations we used to have. We used to chill there. And I really wonder if y'all still pursue it the way I do. You know, we're slowly 5 years away, 4 years away from hitting 30. And, you know, what do we have to show for ourselves? What's in our bank account, where we stayed, our mother's safe as we promised? Are we still feeding off them? You know, like, where are we, bro? So I literally think about those things all day, every day. Because you know me, man. Like, to know that, for you to know that I ain't got homies, I ain't got friends, like, I'm fucking live streaming. That's how bad it is. That's how, like, I'm like, freaking hell, I need to get shit off my chest. Because I can't teach my friends. I don't have them. You know, the people who I really want to have my skill, to sit with me in a room and really feel my breath, they're not here. So they're all on a fucking computer, which is ridiculous, man. So we've cleared buy side. Yeah, from that fair value to there, that's your model. Don't expect it to blast by. Don't do that. This is where discipline comes in. That's it. That's your piece of the pie, and you're done. And then you wait for another setup. Come on, like this is 3 trades simultaneously doing the same thing, waiting for an expansion. Expansion happens, clears buy side first, then bam. You come on. Y'all are gonna stress me out, man. Y'all are gonna stress me out. So obviously then you can move your stop right there. And if we take that out, okay, so what? So what? So what? You're wrong. It's okay, and you're not really wrong. But in my opinion, I would have loved for it to like just stay within the high arm like this. I would love that. But in Q we're talking about. But what are we about to enter? The macro. So the macro is designed to do one of two things. First of all, if it's in fair value, it will spool for external range liquidity or internal range liquidity. But I want you to notice from here, the reason my stop, I would have killed the position right now, but then I would have removed my stop, man. I just watch it run and run and run, and most probably go somewhere. But that's not the point of the conversation. I'm also teaching you guys management. You know, it's not only about pressing the button, but you know, but yeah, when this thing closes, when 250 hits, this is what we're gonna have. You see these two, these here. That's your liquidity. It will only do one of these two things. Within this 10 minutes on Jesus Christ, I can bet my life on it. It will do one of two things. We're about to enter the macro. Let me just use 45 because if I use it at 50, it doesn't look clean. You see that? But so I'll use it at 45. It's supposed to do one of two things. Take out internal, this one, or that one. That's it. That's all it's going to do. Literally within the next 30 seconds. That's all it's going to do. And you need to decide, are you on the right side or the wrong side? That's it. That's a model. That's a model. That is a model. Look at this. Wait inside this range. When the next 20 seconds, when the next minute hits, it's going to run for one or the other. Either side, don't matter. Either side, don't matter. It's going to run for it. So you need to know which side are you on. That's it. That's it. You know which side we on. You know which side we on. So there we go. But so now it's the next 10 minutes. You should see it. Either you can literally remove all these things here and only have time. And literally only have time on God. That's a model. That's literally, man, I'm spitting gold right now, bro. So you can do this with every freaking macro. Every freaking. Literally, that's all. And you have the last hour. And where would your stop be? Your stop would be where you're not expecting it to hit. Relative to where you're expecting it to hit. That's it. Come on. It's free money. It's free money. Jokes. Anyways, model complete. That's a beautiful long. Right there. You're finished. You're done. Nothing. What's there to do? Come on. You're not going to stress me. But that's the model. Model complete. You're done. It don't matter if it continues spooling higher or it trades back into the range. You've already gotten your money. You see what I'm saying? Then you mark the high again and see how we're going to take it. On any other given Sunday, where the hell is my stop loss thing? Oh, there we go. Then you can move it to here, and if we get stopped out, then it's okay. It's okay. It's genuinely okay. So we're expecting to either to blast through this high again. Nice, you see how it held the 75. I'm not looking at that, I would say. This is all I'm looking at. So whether it's 75%, the market is moving too fast for me to notice those. So we've cleared buy side again. That's true. So you should see the next minute continue to do that. Try and gravitate for highs. The lower it goes, the worse it gets. The worse it gets. Personally, I would have my stop. You see by the order block open here, I would have it here. Like if we go lower than this, then like what the hell. On any other given Sunday, I would love to put it just below that swing low, but I can feel your anxiety from here, so I can't put my stop there. And if I know, and for a fact, if the market reverses now and it's wrong, like this is a rejection block, I swear to God, that's the worst model. I wish rejection blocks never existed. I hate that with my life. It pisses me off. Because why don't you take out the fucking liquidity? Why? Like, why? Anyways, it's not the point of the conversation. I could say Johnny, like, or is it Johnny Soup? Johnny Soup, like, you are freaking 45 minutes late, my good sir. We've been cooking for the last 45 minutes, and you come in when we're about to dish up, and you're like, Alfie, what you cooking? Come on, my God, you late. You late. You late, my God, so you need to come in right on time. Then you can see me cook the ingredients, cut the onions. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on. You late. You late. We done cooking now. We're about to eat. Once we take out that buy side liquidity, we eating. You know, we're not about to cook now, bro. We're about to eat. You know what I'm saying? Jokes aside, though. Jokes aside. Freaking love you, man. Jokes aside, but we literally done, my good. So we ain't cooking nothing, bro. If you're looking for me to say stuff that's cool now, I'll just sound like a dumbass. So keep my mouth shut. Let me keep my mouth shut. On any other given Friday, this low wouldn't get tagged. This one here. See that? This baby here. Let me remove all that. You should see continuous spooling on any given Sunday. You know, that's what I'm seeing. If not, then the market will piss me off, because why? You know, we're literally just a few seconds away from buy side. A few seconds. It's not even that's one candlestick can reach that buy side. One. Maybe it might do it at 0 o'clock if it's being facetious. But that's what I was looking at right there. And also, that's kind of my brain also telling me my stop would be there. Like, I would squeeze this market, like I would squeeze it for every cent it has. And then if it takes me out there, like right here, I'll be okay with it, but I'll put it below this low. But in all honesty, I will never lie to you guys. My stop would have been just below that low. Like, if I was alone and I was in live streaming, that's what it will be. And if I get stopped out, then that's okay. Like, we freaking milked from here to there, that low. That's 58 handles. That's money. That's freaking money. That's money. 58 handles. Tell me that on 1 mini, it's not money. Tell me that on 2 minis, it ain't money. You get what I'm saying? You can't even make that in your job. Hell, then you would tell me that this is the. Come on, guys. Come on. You don't need to do too much. Problem is, you all are doing too much, bro. Oh yeah. I know, bro. Thanks for the support, bro. Thanks for the support, bro. Like, either way, support or no support, we outside, but I appreciate you, bro. And you don't need to be here, and you really don't. So I respect you for that, and love and appreciate you, bro. So anyone who actually has the time to even listen to my ass, like, I'm proud, that's your valuable time. God gave you those years, and you're gonna spend it with a goober on from South Africa. That's I should be humble. I should be the one happy to hear your voice, not the other way around. So don't I think we're supposed to be executing anything. We're just chilling, bro, chopping up, talking about price action. No executions, no money, no monetary risk. We literally just tape it. This is what my students can freaking do. I can't even pay them to do this. You can't pay someone to do this. That's how difficult it is, bro. So pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. I really wish I could got to a point where, like, my students don't feel like this is what it don't matter how good you think you are, how much money you make. You will never be a millionaire if you don't do this. On God, it's impossible. If you think you can muscle your way through trading in it, the only thing you're gonna make money from is affiliate marketing and stuff like that. That's the only thing you'll make money from. But this, if you really wanna crack this and you wanna be making M's, I'm telling you, if you want to buy buildings, pay freaking maintenance and all that stuff, pay your rent, you have to take breed. You have to, and I'm going to do this the whole year. You ain't never going to see me press a button in front of you, because you guys can't do it. That's the only reason I'm doing it, because I know my students can't. All they want to do is press a button, buy and sell. Then they think buying and selling and making money via percentage or whatever, that's what equates to consistency. That's what equates to confidence. No, that's delusion. You're literally perpetuating bad behavior and reinforcing it. This is not reinforcing anything. I have no money on the line here. The only thing I have is my big ass ego. And I told you I got the biggest one. So that's literally it, man. Personally, in my opinion, you guys know it should have hit target like fucking 5 hours ago. There's these candlesticks printing like this. It feels like it's hours. I want to go to a 5-second chart just to catch when it was full. But I can't do that because it's too much for y'all. It's too much. Imagine this is just a 1 minute. Imagine I dropped down to a 5-second. We're doing this. And our stop loss was 10 handles. Stop loss was 5. Yeah, yes, to be a bloodbath on Wall Street. Remind me the stream schedule. We outside most probably any time from 1 till the last hour of trading. That's I haven't set a solid time, because if I do, then I'll have to do it. I have to be that person. You know, I have to show the fuck up, and I don't want to lie to you guys, because I respect every one of y'all. I respect you guys, so I'll tell you when I'm ready. If not, then I'll just keep it to myself. I'll literally just keep it to myself. But just expect me on 2 micros is money, bro. You printing paper, bro. Tell them to keep that at the minimum wage job. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible. Okay, Alfred. If we don't hit like TP at 3 o'clock, I'm done. I'm closing stream, bro. I'm done. You're like, this market will give me a headache, bro. Because we've been here since day one. We predicted the whole hour. Man, when you guys rewatch this, take notes. Because I'm going to take notes of myself, because I'm like, I revealed a bit too much. And the one I'm really angry I revealed is when you're studying the hour. Like, literally, this is your best telltale sign. Hour opens, what does it do? Second inefficiency, right there. Trades into that. Right there. See? It's the second one. Not the first one, the second one. But that's advanced. Trades into it. Doesn't touch the previous hour, so spools higher. This one, the first inefficiency post 2 a.m. Even if you use the second one, don't matter, that would have been good as well. Spools higher. What have we done? This one, consolidation. This we anticipated it. I told you guys. From a consolidation, we're expecting an expansion. But how are we going to anticipate whether the expansion is going to happen or not? It's based on how the hour opens. Hour opens, trades higher. This right here. This model is literally the splitting image of this. Splitting image of this. Literally every hour. You're like dumb as hell, bro. It's free money. Not you guys. Apologies. Jeez, Louise, take it back off here. Not you guys. Man. No, not you guys. Not you guys. You guys are from heaven. Just the fact that you're listening to me, y'all are from heaven.
Attention to all members. Attention to all members.
It's time.
Please note, the club is closing in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For all members, the club is closing in 30 minutes. Thank you.
No problem. So if my TP don't hit in this minute, I close my stream, bro. I'm done. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. I don't want to hear none of that. Mr. Rapper Repricing don't know what he's talking about. He don't know. Just making noise. He's not cooking none. He ain't cooking none. He shouldn't be a chef, man. He should be sitting in I don't know what. 10 seconds left, bro. 10 seconds left. I don't want to hear none of that. I would have killed all my positions now. On God, I would have killed everything. I wouldn't wait for the next minute. Just kill. Because the hour is complete. Stop. We'll just beat out there. If we take out that, I'm done. Actually, I'll move the bodies. Just the bodies there. There we go. Minute too early. It's okay. It's a minute too early. It happens, bro. To the best of us. You know, the goats. It happens. It happens. It happens. Can't get everything right now, can you? It's not about getting it right or getting it wrong. It's about being profitable. It's about tape reading. This is what you need to do every day, every week, and you don't stop. And you should find this fun. Because if you don't find this fun, then it's going to be a long day for you. Anyway, Mr. Rapid Repricing signing the F out. Thank you guys so much for blessing with your ears. I'm really humbled. I love listening to you guys. And yeah, that way. Let's do this. This is where I would have initially kept it. And this would have been my target. And y'all heard me, man. Y'all will watch the stream, man. Y'all are gonna have fun. This is just day one. Imagine me doing this every day, every week, and I don't stop. Come on, y'all are gonna have a field trip with me, bro. Y'all are gonna have a field trip. Y'all are gonna have a field trip with me, man. But anyways, so this is basically it. And this is what I will journal. This is basically it. And I'll have my recording, and I go through notes. And I'll read, where did I get it wrong? Where did I get it right? Out of all the things I did today, out of all the things I said, in my opinion, this was my favorite. When I expected this to be the law. That's my favorite. Second was this being the best entry long. That's it. That's all. Anything else that happens outside here, only Jesus knows what's going to happen. I don't care. I don't. Y'all can miss me with that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for blessing with you. See you again. Hopefully same time, same place. When is next stream? Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned.